Had this sickness 2 months ago, maybe, with my kid. Me and him keep...
Giving it back to each other?
Well, we give it to each other at the same time. It's tough. It's the one where you can't breathe through your nose. So when you wake up in the middle of the night, your tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth. Oh, it's the worst. I had to sleep on the couch for 2 nights in a row. Missed the gym.
Let's counter that one though, Warren. What's your favorite sickness?
My favorite sickness?
Yes.
I think just my day-to-day is my favorite sickness.
Whoa.
My mental health.
Bold philosophies.
It's light hangover.
Oh, it's...
You know that one will be gone by the end of the day.
I have... I feel like entering my 40s, I just have a permanent hangover.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like my focus and my...
I think you're
starting
cresting.
to feel like a fucking teenager.
Let's be honest here, Warren. I think you're cresting into your 40s here. Let's not undersell the...
I think it's midlife crisis or I'm cresting. That's the same thing. It's a nice way to say midlife crisis.
Yeah. I think midlife crisis is it still a thing?
I don't know.
Wait, how old are you?
44. That's definitely midlife.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would have thought 40 was midlife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
You're
80
in
is the new 90.
You're
90
in
is the
it.
new 80.
Yeah.
Well, when you're a kid, 26 is midlife, right? When you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd see photos or videos of dudes like driving around in a fucking yellow Corvette, but they're 33.
With them gloves,
no
knuckles.
and being all bummed because they're already divorced and thinking life's over.
Yeah.
They haven't even been able to live yet. But now it's, I think 40s or 50s.
Is young.
Yeah.
There's still a lot. And Warren, you work out. You're in great shape. I'm going to make a bold statement. You're in as good shape as you were in your 20s. Is that fair?
I'm
physically?
probably in better shape than I was in my 20s.
Better shape. Yeah. But you still feel sick all the time?
No.
Could it be
But when I was saying I feel like life is a hangover in 40s, maybe it's because I have 27 more pounds of shit in my bag that I'm trying to keep up with, and my brain is not. It's like,
Well, because the kids and the shop and the show
there's a lot going on. So maybe it's that.
Yeah.
I notice a rapid emotional and intellectual decline since I hit 50.
Yeah, just like fuck it, or
No, just remembering.
we're not supposed to swear in this hour.
Just
Brian.
remembering. Just remembering. Are we going?
Not the first seven minutes.
Okay.
Well, is this right there? Are we going? Do we start then? This is Warren's corner. Warren's corner. Philosophical
World headquarters.
Warren's quarter.
This place is going to be great in the summer.
Yeah, well, let me give some context here. We've been out for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we
Flat
have
Out
been.
Friday Mama
Yeah.
Tried team's been out for a while. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, if we go through a timeline, we did one podcast last year, and prior to that, we had interviewed my sister, and that podcast got corrupted.
So then-
Really?
And so it's been, I'm going to guess, 18 months since
Come on.
since one of these has been released. Did the one that we did at your shop when you were moving out, was that one released? Doesn't matter.
No idea. Not my
Anyway, it
department.
was a
It's
long
not
time
important.
ago.
All right. So I'm starting this new podcast when I'm clapping it up here for Warren's new shop. We're finally here in our new space.
Our new
Live
home.
studio audience. It's really great to be here
Hey,
in this
everybody.
We
dungeon.
should reintroduce it after it's all redone.
We just kind of, this is slapped together, but it's still very nice. The lighting in here is great.
Very nice.
Bang up
Thanks,
job
Brian.
here, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you to our producer.
Yeah, with the assist from Scrapper Dan.
Oh,
Perfect.
Scrap it in. Put him on these closing credits.
Yeah. Thank you when we get the award.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna. We were just talking. We don't want our podcast to be the same. I'm making a bold statement, and I've already said bold statement many times already today in this podcast, and I said I wouldn't.
What if we had one of those jars, Jeremy, or like one of those games?
That's not a terrible idea.
and you could just pick a card and like talk about the topic.
That's not a bad idea.
10 months.
10 months.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's pretty long.
Okay.
There's been a few things going on.
but we have a new energy, and I'm feeling it because we are committed to making an entertaining weekly podcast. Is that fair? Are we committed to doing this weekly? Am I wearing a silly hat?
Yeah. What's up with that hat? Grinch hat.
Sorry, is that appropriate or should I?
I
For
think
what?
you should probably put the hat back on.
Okay, rough crowd. Okay, I forgot it's the holiday, teaching during the holidays is really a special time. It's like
Special
you have
meaning heart.
Meaning
no, you have another family. You know, you have another family. You have all of your family at Christmas, and then you have your school teaching family.
Sure.
And for many kids, this is the family. This is their Christmas,
Really?
right?
Yeah.
So dressing up like Scrooge and giving out Scrooge hats was very special for them.
Is this your last week of, or do you have class? Do you have class next week?
I have 2 weeks off,
Really?
2 full
As
weeks
of
off
When?
as of this Friday.
Really?
How much of that 2 weeks is scheduled?
Let me say though, real quick, that teachers, by the way, we only get paid for 9 days or paychecks. The 1 day goes into a savings account to pay for times where I'm off for spring break and Christmas.
Okay.
Just so you know, I don't want any. I know it's a guilty pleasure, but I still
Yeah.
working class stiff like most folks.
We can all be teachers too, you know.
But I was going somewhere, and where I was going was we are committed to doing an entertaining podcast, and us three together. My bold question was: Have we dug to the bottom of the mine of Warren Scott and Jeremy together? Is there anything left that we can talk about? Is there anything left?
There's plenty to talk about. I think most people probably have no idea, like, besides being the faces of the show and the race, like what we do in regular life. I was gonna say I would like to talk about you run a restaurant.
I do.
And with
I
your
do.
kids, and I would like to. I'm genuinely interested in the menus that you're putting out, especially during the holiday week.
Okay, all right. Well, I really appreciate that. It's a guilty pleasure to talk about my job. I'd really like you guys to come check it out.
I know. I want to come there. I want to come there and have lunch because it's not only is it
Can we do
cheap,
that?
but
You can.
Oh, nice.
You can do that, and it is super cheap. So, to put things in perspective, for those of you that don't know, I'm a special education teacher, and I teach students inside a commercial kitchen, inside the teacher training center. So, teachers come from around the district. Maybe the math department from all the high schools or all the elementary schools have to come there and learn a new math program. And then they come and they see my lunch, my breakfast and lunch menu.
how many seats are in this cafeteria?
Well, people usually don't sit in the cafeteria and eat. They usually go
Okay.
back to the training center and they grab a quick meal. I try to
Okay.
keep all the meals $5,
Okay,
but I just adjust my portion size.
that's
You get to.
so you get like
prices.
this much.
Well, it depends on what it is.
I'm making a joke.
But yes, if you were to get the fish, which is tomorrow, it's very small. Fish is expensive right now. Cod.
It's a fish sandwich.
It's a fish, baked fish with green beans and French fries for $5,
Oh,
and sodas are $1.
that's
But
pretty good.
I teach a classroom, so I've got one crew comes in. They take Ubers. Basically, they take Ubers, and they come of a wide variety of disabilities. So one's one in a wheelchair, one's nonverbal and uses a board. Mr. Jeremy, hello, how are you? And we run a real commercial kitchen. Today was our busiest day of the year, and they felt the heat, they felt the pressure. I thought I trained them really well.
Why was today the busiest day of the year?
We had a field trip. We had 40 students from another high school come in as a field trip to see it.
Wow.
And we fed
Come
all
to see
40
your kitchen.
To see our kitchen, yep.
Nice. And what was on the menu?
Today for breakfast, we had French toast, eggs, breakfast potatoes, and bacon.
Okay. Here's another.
I like these questions.
What about, so if you didn't want to get what's on special, is there an actual like cafeteria buffet that you can select other things, or is just what you have? That's
Okay,
it.
so I do a salad bar Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
Because I need Monday to go to the store and buy it.
Right.
I walk to Aldi's next door, and I buy, and I try to keep. Everything's a rhythm because once I teach a student, I make them the manager of that.
Okay.
So you are your salad bar manager.
Yeah.
What's going?
So do people do your students, do they switch around, like once they're 1 week they're on the cold line, the next week they're doing prep, next week they're on the
No,
hot
I try
line?
I try to have them do the same because it takes that long to learn the nuance of how to do it. We talk constantly about sparkle. So my person that serves, how's your sparkle level today? What's your level of service? And I try to hype them up. And all right, you are sparkle manager. Let's get it going. Hey, dish manager, I'm so glad you came in today. Let's knock out these dishes. If you ever get behind, you let me know how I can help. as opposed, and I build them up to be like, this is my dish area. What are you doing in my dish area?
Right.
Other places
You want
switch,
them to own it.
and I've heard about switching. I just don't feel that they just don't own it. They just don't want to do it. There's 100 reasons why an adolescent, particularly with a disability, wouldn't want to work. I'm tired, I'm sick, I hear it all the time. But motivating them and making them managers and supporting them has been, I think, very successful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with kids. And so real quick, we had a really busy day today. We also had pizzas today. $5 for a half pizza, $7 for a large.
Wow.
And we sold a substantial amount. I try to make $160 a day. We 6 times that today. It was really impressive.
Do you guys make your own crust? I mean, your own dough? And
Yep. I try to do a difference between homemade and Cisco. I do very little deep fried of anything, but I do buy Cisco crusts.
Yep.
Cisco, for those not listening nationally, would be like a wholesaler. Milwaukee Public Schools has a contract with them, so I can order through them, and they deliver to the space. But unfortunately, if I need celery, I get 50 pounds of celery.
Right.
So that's why I go next door and buy my produce fresh from Aldi. Aldi's.
What sort
Aldi.
of you got any sort of the boundary peripheral toppings for your pizzas, or is it just like pepperoni?
Okay, well, I found
sausage,
that,
mushroom,
you
and-
should do this. If you ask anybody, if anybody came down here and asked their favorite toppings for pizzas, people like to brag that they like the wide parameters. I've tried those. They don't even work. Pepperoni, vegetarian, and supreme. Sausage barely sells.
Really?
Yeah.
Sausage, mushroom, onion. I feel like that's the Milwaukee pizza.
Pork is a weird thing.
Oh, that's right.
Although nobody eats pork, but everybody eats bacon.
Right? Yeah. Everyone's like, I don't eat pork until there's bacon on their plate.
I can't make enough bacon. People buy it 50 cents a strip. So they buy a ton of it. I appreciate talking about it, and I've become a good leader. I think I've been a great kitchen manager, and I really enjoy coming to work. Although today, pizza day, the pizza oven wouldn't light. I had to take out the what do you call that thing? The thermocoupler.
Thermocoupler, yeah.
Take it out, sand it. In the meantime, I'm still Mr. Jeremy, the teacher. Mm-hmm. The bus is late, and
Pressure's on.
the pressure is still on, but I'm still in there.
You have a
sanding
big
the thermocoupler.
commercial 8-foot wide pizza oven?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably 6 foot wide.
Yeah.
5 feet wide. And I was with a peel,
Yeah.
cranking them out. All
right.
We need more vegetarian, and I'm trying to create this this stress, even though they're just putting the sauce on like this fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
You're trying to give that vibe of like, we're in the weeds.
yeah, constantly. Yep. 86 pepperoni. Trying to create this constant stress, and always further being more and more hands off.
Right.
And to the point where I'm drinking coffee, it's never happened, but that's still that. And by the way, I have 4 assistants, and they're a wonderful team if they happen to be listening to this. But managing adults is far harder than dealing with the kids. The kids, I have 4 women, and I'm not a sexist. I would believe I empower women, but women have a different way or a unique way of communicating that excludes myself. And they have, what's the movie with the woman, the man that lives in he's blue and he lives in his mind in a fake world? Avatar. Okay, yes, these women have an avatar understanding that I'm not privy to. And anyway, so that could make it difficult. But yes, that is what my day-to-day is I do run this kitchen, and I've never been happier as a teacher. Just real quick, I do have a master's in behavior management. We bring this joke up, but I'm telling you just a quick story, and then we're summarizing. We're going to conclude the point on Jeremy because we're already a half hour into it, 1 hour podcast. So we have a meeting of all of the people like myself. So I happen to be at this commercial kitchen. Some people maybe are at Outpost grocery store, and that's their classroom. Students come to the Outpost. Let's imagine if you had a team of students that came here to JR's Cycle Products, and you put them to work for 3 hours a day. They left, and then another 5-6 students came, and you put them to work. And then you had an MPS representative here to meet and greet them, and you just would give them a list of work of jobs. We have those all over the city. At the Outpost, Boston store was a big one. A lot of hospitals, Veterans Hospital I was at for a number of years. Okay, well, it comes time to what we call the draft. That means that students from around the city apply to be in our program. Then we sort them out. Jimmy is in a wheelchair. Billy is blind, and people, we pick them. I'll take them. Whenever someone would stand up and say, "Hey, I have Susie here from my high school, and she's chronically steals. She swears. She has verbal outbursts and become violent." Everybody looks to me. And it's become almost just a joke. Give them the proc. And I pride myself, for one, believing in public education, that everybody has a right to be in my classroom. And I really pride myself in being able to take this unbelievably disadvantaged situation and making productive food in a kitchen every day. I've never had a better semester in my teaching career than just this past one. And my crop coming up is even more difficult, and I'm excited about it.
Oh, so you get a new batch of students every semester?
Every semester, correct.
Wow.
I'll get 16 kids, 8 in the morning, 8 in the afternoon. Yeah. In the
kitchen again?
And they'll be in the kitchen, same thing. And I'll run the same menu that I run. I try to. You asked me earlier what my menu was, and I'm done talking about it because it's such a guilty pleasure. Thanks for listening.
No, this is great. I love it.
I don't sell, like if I were to open a can of spaghetti sauce, those kinds of cans, I might not even sell a full can of spaghetti sauce. So then what am I going to do the next day, in the next couple days, to use spaghetti sauce in? I can make chili out of it. I can make pizza sauce out of it. So whenever I have baked chicken, the next couple days is always chicken pot pie. So
Yeah.
we pull the bones off the chicken, right. So that's what my menu is constantly reconstituting leftovers.
Trying to be efficient.
Is that one of the big things that you learned? The food service part of it is trying to reuse and
bringing
not reuse, but
Yeah.
but take advantage of ingredients.
Yeah, bringing it back to you. So I'm trying to make 160 a day with free labor, free rent, free insurance. I'm just trying to sell 160 hours a day to cover my food costs and my coffee costs and my popcorn costs. Those are my big sellers.
Coffee and popcorn.
And already making 160 a day is a struggle. So I learned that you can't buy processed soups. If you use homemade soups every day, soups is $4 a cup, and I can sell 10 cups. I can turn it into scrap. You're making soup out of scrap. Isn't that what soup is?
Yeah.
I got a book on the philosophy of soup, and I think soup in a French form, if you take it back, is like kitchen scraps.
Sure. Whatever is left over is in the pot at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I love it.
keep me updated on that. I'd love to share that with you.
All right.
You're supposed to keep us updated on it.
I will keep you updated.
Why don't we? I think that I wouldn't mind seeing one post a week of the proc menu on the Flat Out Friday Instagram. Dude, every time you send it to me in our chats, I'm just like, dude, that sounds so good. I can't come in on Thursday, but
Sometimes I knock it. Sometimes I do great. Sometimes I crush it. A couple times I stumble. And I've learned to be really good. Now, there's no doubt that I serve an African-American community, and I've learned to cook to that taste. And I think I'm really good at it. That bold statement, I'm making a bold statement if I can make one more. I've never felt more objectively sexified. Is that a thing? Than to the people, the women that I serve, when I make them my Thanksgiving meal. I can just feel the twinkle, like, okay, Mrs. Johnson. Okay, that was a good cake. You were right, but I'm married.
Everybody wants to feel wanted. So
all right.
Yeah.
nice.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why I keep doing what I'm doing.
What about the year? Wasn't there a year when you put raisins in the?
I did
in
put
the
raisins.
stuffing?
I did put raisins in the stuffing. We have the Three Musketeers here. Off to work they go.
Wow.
The oldest combined demolition crew age
we
group right there.
have a.
Well, it's the only way to get
The
back
three
to the
dwarfs.
Friday. You have to come down.
Yeah, you have to come through here. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, that's a great segue because I appreciate you guys letting me talk about my job. It means a lot to me. I love teaching and I love organizing, and so I was meant to be a teacher. And bold statement, I was meant to do Flat Out Friday, right?
Sure.
In that sense. But
That's
this
why
is
Flat Out Friday is so unique.
all right. I appreciate that. But I wanted this to be about Warren and his new shop, and Warren. I guess why did it take 18 months or a year to get 10 months to get. Well, you had moving.
But who's
in-
counting?
I've only been moving since March.
Really?
Yeah.
You started moving in March?
Yeah.
Holy
Tell us about this building. You know, why you bought this building? What's going on here?
Because I thought I was going to get booted out of the building I was renting, and that like put a big shock to my system.
Wait, you thought it was going to be what'd you say?
I thought I was going to get booted.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah, like
because it got sold, right?
Yeah, it was put up for sale, and then had an accepted offer, and then they came to me. It's like, hey, by the way, maybe potentially, you might have 90 days to get out. I was like, oh, and the real life kind of hit me, and I decided to start looking. Ultimately, that building never sold, so I could be there still. But I found this one, and it was like finding a $4,000 shovel head on Facebook Marketplace.
So you're happy with this place?
Yeah.
I only say that because there's a lot of work
Yeah,
that needs to be
that's
done.
what I'm good at.
Well, there's a lot of work has been done.
Yeah.
I mean, when the first time I came over here, I was like, dude, really? Because you were like, yeah, then we're gonna take this down and we're gonna make like this go like this because we can't get the forklift in, and so we're gonna lift this, we're gonna lower the floor, and and I was like, really? Because that seems like, couldn't you just build a new building like right next to the to do that thing? But you crushed it, man.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
great.
it's going good. I mean, the transition was well, and my plan is working. I'm just tired. I'm smoked, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know, bringing Mama Tried through and having all that excitement, and it kind of gets me going again. And we made some milestones and opened up some walls and made some visual progress. That always helps. It's like building a chopper. when
Yeah,
you-
you guys have done a lot of work. I mean, and I guess it's like every project is overwhelmingly huge when you right before you start. Because it's just
I found
it's
it
like
to
how
be
do you eat
easy
it?
to
How
start.
how do you eat an elephant like one fork at a time, one bite at a time?
Oh, I
you know?
constantly have to tell myself that because
Yeah.
I get really anxious, and I just want shit to be done now, and I want it done now. You know.
But certain things had to come before other things, right? Like
Yeah.
you had to get the
Yeah.
fab shop part of it
yeah, I mean we couldn't-
electrified and lit and
couldn't
cleaned
just,
out
like,
and
tear
insulated.
the whole place down.
Yeah.
Shut down business. Like I need money to be able to pay for what I'm doing because I'm obviously spending more than what I anticipated. So I put together a crew and we demoed where the weld shop is now, and got that all put light and electric, and then I think we moved the weld shop ultimately in about 3 days. So they were down Wednesday and then back up working Monday. So we did a lot of planning there to make sure that was good, and they've obviously been great as a crew because I've been working around them in circles, but it's annoying to have to be in a temporary situation. So, but you know, I try to make sure that it's as easy for them as possible. I'll bear the stress and just give them a place to work, and so far it's been good, and everybody's been great. And poor Jake's bear the brunt of most of the demolition. He's really good at that kind of stuff, and
He's young and strong, and
yeah, dude's cut. He can do 25 pull-ups over there, so like swinging around a hammer isn't that big a deal.
I know when we came in, he was up on that lift, fucking using a 4-foot crowbar to fucking knock holes in the ceiling by leaning forward. It was like basically doing
Ab workout backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and this place it started out as a food processing facility. So at the floor, the ceiling, the walls have like a 4-inch subway tile, and then 12 inches of wood that are filled with redwood fibrous material for insulation. And then it goes to another cinder block wall. So it's like a big jacket, and we've had to tear off that. They're doing that on the ceiling right now, which is just murderous work. It's just
dirty.
Yeah, the stuff just turns into dust, and it kind of turns into like snuff, tobacco snuff. So you just get it in your
Powder.
lungs and there's not much of that left to do, but it's hard work. Him and Fraser are up there right now, toiling away.
Do you think owning the building, changes things philosophically?
Yeah. I mean, it's in the long run, this is going to be really good for me, and I think for Mama Tried and Flat Out Friday and all the crew. Short term, it's not very good for me, but I just need to stay positive and keep pushing, and I'll get through it. I've already see like spring's gonna be pretty awesome, I think, around here.
As long as I've known you, I don't think this to be the lowest or saddest time or the most stressed time I've been around you. And that's a compliment because I see the stress you're living in. You have this shop. I don't think I've ever seen more motorcycles coming through here being refurbished.
Well, that's a big thanks to Matt. I mean, it's hard to keep up with that little dude.
Yeah,
yeah.
he crushes it.
That's a whole nother thing. It's like I'm renovating a building and keeping the bike shop running and keeping the weld shop running and keeping Mama Tried running, Flat Out Friday, and my family. And then you start stacking all that stuff on top of each other, it gets to be a lot.
Yeah. But we keep doing it. We are our own worst
punishment, bro.
We are a glutton for punishment. Everybody in this room gets to what is the weakest branch on this tree? That's the one I'm going to go the farthest out on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's why we are attracted to each other, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and keep pushing because we see that in each other, and I don't know any other way, honestly. And if I find myself bored, I'm like, what can I fucking tear down? What can I build? What can I buy to flip? Whatever, you know, where am I going with my family? Lots of my brain just goes that way.
Yeah. Not once through this transition have you ever taken a time out. You know, that's ultimately a compliment as well. Well, thanks. Someday we'll do a tour, maybe. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't even know if you want to mention this on a podcast. But you said that you never wanted the kind of place that had a sign on the outside. You never really wanted it to be public.
Yeah, I was raised in a retail establishment with my dad. His shop was retail, and I couldn't stand it. Not that I didn't like the people, but the constant
It's hard to get anything
disruptions.
done.
Yeah, like if I had a door and a sign and people walking in, all my guys we would lose 20% a week easily.
Sure.
You know, and I don't have a reason to be retail, or have a door like that. I really don't want to put a sign up, and I probably won't outside. I'll decorate everything inside, so when you walk in, it's like, you know, it's something.
It's great that you would just drive right past this place and not even realize that there was anything happening.
Yeah.
That's great urban camouflage.
I'll go out there and make sure that the yard is mowed and, you know, the place is painted and everything's good. I'll slowly make it nicer, but I don't think there's a need to plaster a big sign up out there.
No. And you have enough of your Hanyaker friends, our Hanyaker friends,
What was the word
stopping
you used?
by.
What's the word? What was the word?
Hanyakers?
Can we make this part of the podcast where when Scott says a word like this?
That's what I'm saying.
Come
never
on.
a word I've
That
never
is
heard
not
before.
even. Brian,
Have you heard this word
back
before?
me up
Never.
on this.
I don't
Never.
What?
I don't have you on this one. I by context, I think I get what you're saying.
I know what you're saying by context. Vagabond, like wild hairs.
What is it? Hamrocker?
Hanyakers?
Hanyak?
Yeah, it's like your yayas, your dudes, you know, like your.
Okay. Can we work this in? There's a Scott. We don't know when it's going to happen. Sometime when Scott's talking.
There's an alert, and there's like a bubble. Hanyaker? Question mark.
Yes, it is
There's
Hanyaker.
there's the proper definition.
How long have you guys lived? This is like, that's the most quintessentially Wisconsin word.
Okay,
I've
I don't
never
know where
heard
you're
that
living.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's come back to that. Well, that's another great transition here to you, Scott. I'm going to make a bold statement.
Yeah, I think we need to get a jar.
Okay, I'm making a statement. And when I say that, I say, I want you to tell me I'm wrong. And here is, over the last year, you were going through a bit of a retirement. Mm-hmm. The details are irrelevant. But I think finally now you've shed whatever life you were living, and retirement looks good on you. Is that fair? Mm-hmm. Tell me I'm wrong about that if I'm wrong.
No, it's great. I mean, I love it. I pace-wise, I don't really recognize the difference between my regular life before and this. I don't have as many things. My notebook doesn't fill up as fast. I don't, like, whereas before, I mean, you guys know how this is. Like, you know, on your day-to-day, there's 20 things that get added to your list, right? If you get to 5 of them, maybe 8, that was a pretty successful day. Mm-hmm. And the rest of them, the other 12, just sort of either they get rolled over for the next day, or they, you know, sometimes they just, you have to, like, you'll get a lull and you'll go back and like, God, like you'll start looking through your list of like months ago and you're like, oh my God, one deferred maintenance thing. I really need to get to that. Anyway, I don't have those. I don't have those kind of lists anymore. Like my lists are long enough that I can get things done. But
Sure.
we were just talking about it as I was coming here. It's like having to wake up in the morning and hit the ground running. There's 100 things to do every day. I'm busy. I really, really, really don't understand the people who like retire and they're like, I got nothing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it. Like I have a home, I have a shop, I have all kinds of projects. So it's like, and I'm, if I stopped adding new projects today, the projects that I have could carry me through my dying days.
I agree.
But I keep adding stuff because that's just what we
Why
do.
not?
And yeah, so I'm very happy. Very happy.
I've found that making lists in a slightly different way is more rewarding, as opposed to renovate shop. Well, that's not something you can check off.
No, that's the first. That's like the title that you circle, and then you bullet point below
Sure.
that, and
So
then you drop arrows. And then
Even
more
make
arrows.
dinner. I'll put boil water, add pasta. So now it's super successful. Look at everything I did today. Shave.
Call
Shave is
Domino's.
on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how are we doing on time?
We're at 30.
Okay. Well, can we
time to
we
wrap
have
it up.
we are heading to me, Christmas and Mama Tried is a season. It's all together. I've been doing this 10 years, you a little longer. Santa Claus and black metal and mustaches and black shirts are all kind of mixed in with tinsel and
Yeah. We are at December 16th right now, right? Just for the folks at home.
Yeah.
It's December, is it December 16th?
17th.
17th.
and we have some things coming up. We have a show. We have got all of the things that we need to do. I'm sure we've done this podcast we've mentioned this as long as we've been doing this podcast of what's going on and what's new. I, for one, want things to not be new. I would really like this to be Flat Out Friday to be less wild than the punk band in the lobby, and
It is quite a bit less. I mean, if you look back at how we used to get down.
yes, and all of the wild things. And I can't even believe, much like you, Scott, I mean, I can't believe looking back, why would I do all of those things and run the race?
Right.
And maybe many times, some details from the race were sacrificed because I'm running to get a PA cord for the band in the lobby, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to do Mama Tried as best as I can. I want the event to go well. I want it to be viewed well. I want it to be produced well, and I want to sell tickets.
Yeah.
I want the consumer to enjoy themselves not only at the Flat Out Friday, the parties leading up to it, and of course, coming on Saturday to the Mama Tried show and then talking about your experience at the day prior.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to do all of those things well. If adding a punk band in there will fit that philosophy, then I will do it. Anyway, this is a chance now for you guys and to maybe get ahead of some things that are coming up.
What do we need to go like?
Some
to
things.
Dates?
Some dates. Let's hold on to that until we have a little more details. We do know that our events, I'm confirming, are Tuesday through Sunday. Mm-hmm. What they are slightly different, but plan to be here on Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's the week of the 20th of February?
Yeah. February
20
20th is a Friday. So it's the 20th, 21, 22.
Is the overarching weekend.
Is Flat Out Friday and Mama Tried.
Well-
But starting before that week leading up to that Friday,
Tuesday is
starting
confirmed.
Tuesday is when the which is bananas.
I want to say that an official amendment is on the books about a Monday event. I'm just saying.
What?
Yes. And so then, therefore, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the week prior would be easy to fill. So I'm just saying.
The 10 days of
I'll take it. I'll take it to committee, and there could be a holiday song, about that. Warren, can you talk to me like I'm 6 and tell me about the raffle bike?
Sure. We have a Harley Davidson lowrider that we dialed up. It's beautiful. And some paint by Matt, who's working for me in the shop, and various parts, Saddleman. We've got progressive suspension.
It's a twin shock, right? It's like
Legend suspension.
it's a 2017.
2017 Dyno Lowrider S.
Was I supposed to have my shit together?
You were supposed to have your shit together.
I do know that you can get your tickets, and we need help selling it so that we can at least get to even. MamaTriedShow.com. They're $30. You get a sticker. They're actually selling relatively decent for how early we are into it. We usually don't sell most of them until 2 weeks before the show.
It's really cool. I walked past it coming in here, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It has like a, like a aura to it.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Everyone that sees it loves it, and it's a modern bike, so it's push button, ready to go, easy to do, and for $30 you can't go wrong. Buy some Christmas presents or whatever, and toss them out to the family, and it goes a long way for us. It's we only have a few ways to try to pay for what we do, so adding the raffle bike in there has been great. So it does help, and it's it goes it's much appreciated when people buy the tickets, and not only just to bring income in, but it shows that people like what we do in the shop, and are stoked on the bike or whatever, just want to support a local shop or a local show. So yeah, buy tickets. MamaTriedShow.com, $30, easy peasy.
Well, you buy stickers, right?
Yeah.
So you get something.
You get something.
You don't just get a ticket; you get a sticker. But one thing I think you glossed over, just from me as a fan of the motorcycle that I also saw when I came in, is I think Matt's story is untold here. Can you just tell us a little bit about why? My point is, I would want to buy this bike because I know Matt built it.
Yeah.
I trust Matt's build and I trust Matt's style. Tell me about Matt.
Matt's going to be Matt. We should have Matt on the show.
Yeah.
Matt is a Brazilian transplant. He's been in the States for quite some time, but we met him through my Brazilian connection in Sturgis. I believe that was the first time we met him. And he's just a great all around dude. I should say kid. He's still pretty young, but very well versed with motorcycles and life in general, and fit in with the crew really well.
Yeah.
And I had caught wind that his employer was letting him go for whatever reason, another motorcycle shop. And I'm like, hey, I could use some help for a couple weeks. Why don't you just fly out and put you to work? And he never left. And it's been awesome. I feel like it's injected a big dose of testosterone or adrenaline into JR Cycle Products, and we built so many bikes and have had so much fun, and it's cool seeing him try to carve his life out. He's making big strides and checking all the boxes to be legitimate and be that American boy, and living his dream. It's pretty inspiring, and I'm stoked to have him around.
Yeah.
He's superseding an American boy. I think he's an international force.
Yeah. He's something special, and
So talented, wise beyond his years. Just a great.
Can we put his Instagram here? Follow his Instagram because we'll get him on the next show.
yeah, it's
or
Matt
a show coming
Matt
up.
_OBC.
Yeah.
OBC, got it. Matt
Yeah.
_OBC. Hey, Scott, I got a couple of things I want to mention about Flat Out Friday as in our waning moments here. Is there something? And I've asked you this every year. I know I've asked you this 100 times. Tell me with some clarity of the new Scott. What do you look forward to during this week? The 10 days of Mama Tried.
Was I supposed to prepare for this? Was this like a? Was I supposed to have some?
No. I just give us something quick. You don't have to. You don't got to get spiritual. And I'll come back to it if you want to say something later.
I feel like
but
it's the same answer I say every year. We spend the year looking at these motorcycles and seeing stuff that we see online, seeing bikes at other people's shows, seeing bikes at bars.
On the interwebs.
On the interwebs, people send them in on the submissions, and a lot of people I'll know, or like you'll be like, hey, I invited this guy that I met. I was riding on Sunday, and I was at this bar out in Slinger, and met this dude, and he had this really sweet panhead, and he's gonna come. So, meeting these people and seeing these motorcycles, it's not trite. It's just a simple idea, but I actually just love it. It's just like seeing these people who built these cool bikes and hanging out with them and clinking a beer can and,
Yeah, the glow that surrounds them when they're talking about something that they did or that they love. That's how the room gets built.
Yeah,
right?
that's what the
aura.
vibe of the show is like just really awesome people that come and have great personalities and are stoked, and that's what, and the stoke is so high, and I really genuinely love that. I mean, kind of a hermit, you guys know that, in my regular, the rest of the year, and so it's great to just be that social that whole week with a lot of people that I know, but a lot of people that I have never met before, and I really genuinely enjoy that.
Well, you have a brand, and so you already kind of know if someone's submitting a motorcycle to your show, they're already a kind of an elk or a kind of a person, a value system, if you will, or I'm sure there's a better word for it, Scott. You're the resident vocabularian, if that's a word. But yes, I can see that. You've already, because you don't just pick bikes because of how they look. You are also searching for the stories, and so like finally you can. You get to see the story unfold verbally with an interaction with them.
Right. It's great to, text or call or email someone about a bike that you saw. It's really great when the way that they reply, is just with like so much stoke and, and they're like, oh man, that'd be great, and like, just tell me when to be there and I'll be there and I'm coming with action. And then they'll write back like, oh, I didn't know that this dude was coming. We're going to drive together. Yeah. And we're going to bring our wives or we're going to bring our kids or, we're going to bring this whole crew of people and we're going to rent a house like in this area. Do you know that place? Like this, and I just love it. The whole thing just starts to snowball and it's such a great thing,
Yeah. There's so many more memories made than just the show.
Yes. And it's hard because you get to be such good friends with all these people, right? If we've done this will be our 11th year.
I think it's
12th year. So
13th?
And we do 100 builders per year, so that's 1,200 people that we know from the show. So that's a lot of friends, right? That's a lot of extra friends besides all the people that we already know. Besides the racers from Flat Out Friday. It's hard to not invite the same people back over and over and over again because you know what you're going to get, right? You know the quality of the motorcycle. You know the quality of the human that's going to come. You know the quality of the people that they're going to bring with them. And
the room doesn't grow.
Yeah, but the room doesn't grow, and you wanna bring in new blood because there's so many new bikes. It's kind of crazy. I'm sure that everyone has felt it, but anecdotally, but like for us, since COVID, the amount of builders out there who decided that they wanted to build a motorcycle has really just gone through the roof. And the amount of submissions that we get of like really kick-ass motorcycles it's gone through the roof. I mean, there's no end to it. I used to think like, man, if we did 100 bikes a year, for 10 years, God, we'd kind of be scraping the bottom after 10 years, It's not even scratch the surface of how much stuff is out there, how much really, really cool stuff is out there. So it's hard to try to bring in. It's not hard. There's a balance. You got to bring in new blood because every year needs to be fresh. But there's also all these other people that are really awesome that are going to bring all this value and all this stoke and all these like super excellent vibes. Mm-hmm. And so every year it's a balance to try to.
I want to hone in on just one little part. Do you guys both think that custom motorcycle building is on the rise? Is more popular? It's more attainable? Tell me something.
I think COVID gave people time to sit down and figure it out. I think the proliferation of the internet of Instagram and stuff like that, and like the tools and all the how-to videos on YouTube really has brought, like if you have a desire to learn how to do something and make something, the tools are out there to learn how to do it. It is daunting, but there's enough people and knowledge and stuff out there that and I think that has really added, right? I mean,
in my world, I'd say that it's on the rise and it's gaining. With the Born Free and People's Choice and People's Champ and all of that stuff. If you took 3 or 4 of them, there's almost 100 bikes that are just new to the world right there.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know?
if you, and just, I would love to talk to all the, it'd be great to have a roundtable with like the Hog Supplies and Throttle Addiction and TC Bros and Lowbrow and Built Well and like all those parts, all the ones that we have, even on all the small guys that make parts or really specific parts, and like, and let them talk about what they feel like the vibe of the builder world is, because, and the people that sell tools, that sell shop tools, or, I just feel like it's just taken off, and the quality of the stuff that's being made,
It's really cool.
it's so good.
Really good.
And in the personalities of the people that make it, I feel like,
I was just watching a thing on Instagram how I think it's Robbie Palms. He went through how he made this little cable holder for his handlebars or oil line or whatever, but just he went through the whole process and showed you how to do it, all the molds, just really cool, all the things that exist now that you can see and do yourself if you wanted to try it, or I don't know. It's a lot to take in, but super cool.
And you can get to see the people in Indonesia who are doing it in flip flops on an open roof shop, right? Or just a covered open walls and just like with a roof with rudimentary tools, and building this like amazing stuff with like, just rudimentary equipment, and just building this beautiful stuff. Not that everyone over there is like that, has that kind of stuff. Like there's professional shops and stuff like that, but what it brings is like, hey, if you've got a grinder and a drill and even a stick welder, you can make some shit, and it's cool. I really love it, and I think it's given that can-do attitude. So,
Well, you got me stoked. Is that a fair feeling? I'm excited, you guys, because I know you, and I know this all well enough that this was never meant to be anything other than just a motorcycle show in a warehouse. And now there's a movement, there's an energy. You could have been on Remote Control Boat Racers, or not. Maybe I don't want to offend them if that's our target audience. But
they probably got a bigger scene than we do.
I'm sure there are plenty of industries or hobbies or niches that are dying, or that are, on the downslide, or not as popular anymore. Vinyl, actually, that's popular, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't understand the words. Anyway, you got me excited listening to you talk about the rise of this and how popular it is, and that's so much better than you guys scraping the barrel and on the 12th year picking every submission because you only have 100 submissions, and it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, it's been really hard. And and also I'd like to say that there's so many more young people that are coming in, and just adding this new juice to the scene, and this new their tastes are different, and the things that their references are different, and the things that they think are cool are different. But it stays, there's always like those boundaries of like tradition, guardrails of tradition, but they can do it. They're building stuff in different ways, and and that energy is so necessary for any scene to progress and move forward.
Are there any better scenes in motorcycles to do it in?
Hell no. Hell no.
That's what I would always say if anybody asks me about how Mama Tried started. It was when I helped you guys with one of your shows to see young people be part of this. I expected to show up and it was a bunch of old crusty coots.
They're in there too.
Oh, I love the crusty coots. In fact, bold statement. I think I'm in the crusty coot.
Yeah,
I'm in the crusty
We've
coot
all
side
turned
of
into
things.
the graybeards. Yeah,
But to see young people with neck tattoos at 25 years old into chopper culture, I'd never seen that before. I came to your show.
and flat tracking and all that stuff, ice racing, and it's so great that it just goes on and on and on. I mean, going to Elwood's for the
Calendar
thing, and just like it's not even like a Flat Out Friday event, but like Flat Out Friday has like kind of spawned this whole new sub scene, like this subculture that's like this whole nother scene that has its energy of its own and their own people and their own traditions and their own
Yeah, it's
and,
awesome.
and they're
Yeah.
and they're operating and just got this whole world, and you're just like, whoa, look at all, like, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was just, I mean, of course I know those people peripherally, but seeing them all like grooving on each other the way that we do when we get together with our friends, and like their whole scene
Yeah, all the
is
inside
just,
track things. And
man, it was cool as hell.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I like it. I like even going there and being anonymous for the most part. Like there's a thing going on that I am a fan of, and I don't have to lead, but I'm a part of the energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's exciting. Well, we got a couple minutes, so let me just quick talk about Flat Out Friday if I can. Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? Because I really appreciate it. Scott, I know I answered you that answer. I've asked you that answer many times. I've never got a better answer. You've never expressed it better than that, the both of you. We have Flat Out Friday coming up, and Flat Out Friday is a bit of there. Of course, there's tradition, but we have a different dilemma with it and the way it's packaged. Mama Tried should be tradition. I think Flat Out Friday should kind of evolve maybe a little bit more at a faster rate. So anyway, I got to keep things fresh, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Nothing has been more fresher or boosted a shot of adrenaline into Flat Out Friday than Chicken Rick's step through scooter class. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I capped it at 42, and I don't know how long the wait list is, but this is bananas.
Really?
And why I bring this up is because just yesterday, how do I fit 42 scooters into a show? I mean, we already have 60 mini bikes that we capped at 60.
Really? You capped it at 60?
I capped it at 60, so who knows how long that wait list is of people that want to be involved in this. And so, but I don't want it to be boring for the consumer or for the ticket buyer to watch, 14 heat races of scooters. Because, hey, that sounds great. There's 100 scooters, as Chicken Rick had said online, to let's take over the Pfizer. Oh, that's great. But after 3-4 scooter races, you got to,
you can't just put 30 of them on the track at the
Well,
same
I got
time.
some plans. I got some ideas, and I'll know more about that as I hash that out with production. Because, by the way, I just can't wave a wand and make things happen. You know this from the kids' race, for the kids' bicycle race. Like if that's not timed right, kids get left out. And like, Jeremy, why don't you just change it? Well, because I got to tell the cameraman and the graphics guy and the director and it's the communication.
You should take and split them all into a random team, so each of them have to ride each other's scooters, and it's a 4 laps, get off, jump on the other one.
Now, let me tell you this.
And
Now,
it's mayhem.
I'm pushing back on that, and that's great. If we were at a bar and we're having a few drinks, we could make that laugh. But I'm sober right now, and I'm telling you that as soon as they put their helmet on, it's not a scooter. It's not a scooter race anymore. I mean, hey, it's just a scooter race. Just have fun. And then they put that helmet on, and you're like, are you the same person? Right? Who's that in that helmet that's suddenly now serious, complaining about their starting pick, complaining
Position,
that the light didn't light and that so-and-so cut them off in turn 1. I'm already predicting all of that. So if I say join each other's scooters, that's bar talk. I'd stand up at the riders meeting and I say that, I'm going to be pelted with
tomatoes and orange
with tomatoes and rotten oranges.
But aren't you the one that keeps saying that you like living in
chaos?
I do like living in chaos, but we said earlier I like to stay on the weakest, tallest branch and see how far I can bend my relationship with my family, for example. I don't know how far I can take the riders. Like, you can't disrespect the riders, right? Yeah. Putting balloons out for the Boonie guys, I did it. Ooh, and they liked it. Okay, we can do that again. But, what if I did that for the pro race? Hey, pros, it's about having fun, and I put balloons out there. It doesn't translate. So these scooter people, I'm telling you from experience, I just kind of want the scooters enough. Let's just let that happen because I know people are coming to win. When they're coming to race.
Did Jonah hardtail that 110 is he in the race? Is that because
the data? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that was
just
for the race.
it's
That's
separate.
just to do
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it is cool.
I meant to ask him about that when I saw him outside.
Yeah.
Well, let's stay on the talk of goofball real quick, or on the funny things, and I want to switch to goofball. The goofball submissions this year are really good, surprisingly good. But I want to add a little juice to that, a little adrenaline. There's a better word. Juice, adrenaline. I want to inject some energy. And I learned from our lawyers we can't use the word scholarship
Interesting.
because scholarship comes with some legal ramifications. So if we were to offer some money to help to people that had some, what did you call it?
A
Bounty.
Okay. Okay.
Bring me the head.
We are to offer a bounty for our goofball submissions, meaning I didn't even clear this with you financially, by the way, because you're our financial supervisor here.
Grant still
grant?
sounds like scholarship.
How about this? We have a couple grand.
We'd like to incentivize.
We have a couple grand
Incentivize.
fund. We will incentivize your goofball submission. And if you think you're like, hey, I have an idea, but I just need some cash to make that happen, email me at
You got a set
info@flatoutfriday.com.
amount, Brock? What are you doing? You're not just opening the coffers. How much is it?
Yeah, wait, what are we talking about here?
I was. You missed the meeting. I didn't ask you to attend. I just made this up myself. I'm saying that we will offer. It's our money, so I guess we're offering it. I just happen to be the one announcing it. We're announcing a couple grand scholarship, which we can't
Is it
use.
for one person?
Bounty for a couple of people.
Two people, $1,000 each?
Do you think that's fair? You
I
think
don't
that's
know.
enough?
I think it's more than fair.
I think when people submit it, then you can figure out how much money they get. Like,
That's
if
what
they're
I'm.
only
That's what I'm
$1,800,
going for.
you know?
That's what I'm going for.
Oh, you're trying to dangle the carrot to increase their.
I want you to work for $1,000. If you think you need 1,000, then ask for 1,000 and tell me why.
Yeah,
Is that fair?
yeah.
The submissions are good. Let's make them great. So we could put this money into other purses and other things, but I want to invest a little bit into the goofball class.
I like
I think
it.
that's great.
So let's
like
see see what you can do. Email me at info@flatoutfriday.com. Is that no. Sorry.
Info.flatoutfriday.
Email
at
me
gmail.com.
at info.flatoutfriday@gmail.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
.com. Got that?
Say we'll put it on the screen.
Put it on the screen. Okay. All right. Now, we talked about the scooter class and the goofball class. I want to talk about the other end. When I announced that signups were open at the Daily Bird, I mentioned to Brian on camera we were going to infuse a little bit more money into the purses, into the hooligan purse, for example. $1,000 into the hooligan purse. That makes a hooligan purse $4,000, which is the largest hooligan purse I've ever
Whoa.
seen or heard. And by the way, Flat Out Friday pays different. I don't even know if you guys know this data. Flat Out Friday pays to make the main event because it is so hard to make the main event. If you make the main into the top hooligan class, you get paid $400 now. So all 12 make
You get paid all the way to the.
to $400. So it's a
To 12th
48.
place.
It's a $4,800 purse. A $4,800 purse. So it's $400 to make the Flat Out Friday hooligan main event. And why that's that way is just like, okay, you guys made it. Now we have 12 of you out there. Let's cool it a little bit, right? Let's not fight each other over hundreds of dollars because these are 500-pound machines in the size of a hockey rink. So let's made it. Let's celebrate it. Let's do a great main event.
Fantastic.
Also, though, the pro
Great
class.
philosophy.
The pro class, adding 1,000, making that a $4,000 pro purse plus the $3,500 in Canes laps, in Charlotte Canes laps.
How are those selling?
So the Canes laps, there's 35 laps because the pro race is 35 laps long. Charlotte Canes' pro number was 35. A little bit of history there. That's Dave Kilkenny's family's number.
Yes.
Dave Kilkenny's father's football number. Dave Kilkenny's sports and racing number, and Charlotte Canes asking Dave Kilkenny if she can borrow that as her pro number. A little bit of meaning behind this 35. It has a little bit of a Milwaukee history. So the leader, I ask people to buy a lap for $100, and the leader of that lap gets that $100, right? Unlike the hooligan class of calm down, hey, you made the Flat Out Friday Pro Main, let's ramp it up. Let's get to the front. And your reward to the front is $100. That's Jack Kane's idea, Charlotte's father, who wanted to make this race intense. And there is no
There's
doubt.
35 spots for sale at $100.
There's 35 spots for sale. There were 35 spots for sale. I didn't even announce it, and people want to help Charlotte so bad. I bet you have 13, 14 laps left.
Awesome.
So if you're interested in sponsoring a lap of giving to the pros, you can email me at info.flatoutfriday@gmail.com. and I'll find a lap for you. A lot of people are superstitious on the laps that they want or the numbers that they want. I can't guarantee you'll get your number now because we are almost sold out. But what do I get for that $100? You get participation in this race in honor of Charlotte, Milwaukee's pride and joy.
Mm-hmm.
You also get your name on the Jumbotron. You know, it's an easy way to sponsor at a low level of our event and be involved. We take none of that money. All of it goes to the pros. We have 10 years of pros to verify this.
It goes up on the website too, right?
It goes on the website. It'll be on all of our social media posts as we continue to promote this.
Very cool.
All right, I got one more final thing about Flat Out Friday. That's tickets. I got to sell tickets.
Oh, tickets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Tickets in the entertainment industry is ever changing post COVID.
Yeah.
It used to be you put a flyer on the wall and then people show up and you're like, great. And that was the end of it.
$10 and you
It
get
was
paid the $10 and,
Yes.
and you're in. Doesn't
Now-
really work that way anymore.
Now we are in the big times, and I'm really proud of being in the big times. Not only of being in the big times of what I'm proud of, if I can say this, I'm proud that we maintain a big time relationship. The Pfizer still wants to work with us, and I'm shocked every time they re-answer.
They
the
want to
email.
re-up our contract too.
They want to re-up our contract. The Pfizer is happy with what we produce.
It's pretty awesome.
And I'm telling you, we keep our tickets as cheap as we can and still playing the big time game. So we are trying to set a baseline to get this show to pay for itself in a big time. So please buy tickets. You can buy them cheaper in advance than walk-up, although we appreciate all the walk-ups. If you go to our website now, there will be a banner on the front of the website. It's for partners only, and there's a code there. And you can get 20% off your ticket and circumvent the Ticketmaster fees. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
So
There's a code on the website.
there's a code on the website. It should be up there any day now, hopefully by the time this is released.
and you can bypass.
You can bypass Ticketmaster and buy directly from the Bucks, and that'll give you a cheaper than walk-up ticket.
And how does that work actually for the folks at home?
Well, you're buying through, first off.
You're buying through Fiserv, not
Yes.
through Ticketmaster.
And I know this sounds easy. I'm glossing this over. We're old timers over here. I don't know about these young timers over here. But I remember when the entertainment industry changed from electronics to paper tickets. I mean, was it COVID? Was it pre-COVID? I don't remember, but physical tickets were like, hey, I have free tickets. Do you want some? It's not like that anymore. Hey, Scott, you got tickets? What's your email? I will send them to you. Whoop.
Yeah.
So it makes things a little bit difficult for my old timer brain. But how does it work? Well, you log into the Bucks. So I think you do have to create a ticket account. It's very simple. Even an old timer like myself can do it. And then, so actually, this is how it works, Scott. I'm sorry. You click on the link, you put in the code, you pick out your ticket, you create an account, you pay for the tickets. They're sent to your email.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Now that can be difficult. Like if it's not, the code's not working. No. The code works. Slow down. Did you put it in the right spot? And all of these things I can help you with if you email me at info.flatoutfriday@gmail. I can help you with these ticket and these anomalies or these things, these side hacks. Buy through Ticketmaster. If you already have a Ticketmaster account, that's great. Ticketmaster has drastically changed their pricing. Have you noticed?
No.
Have you seen that? All in a ticket to Flat Out Friday right now is $33.
Really? No hidden fees.
No hidden fees. Something happened. We talked about this Pearl Jam suing. We've talked about this for years.
Right.
About the evil of Ticketmaster. Somehow they came to their senses. Ticketmaster's smart though. The machine is smart. When you click on tickets for Ticketmaster, you want to buy a ticket, it automatically puts 2 in your cart. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's $66 in your cart, and you're like, $66? I'm not going to those sellouts. They're too expensive. No. There's 2 tickets in your cart. But it still is $33 at checkout. It's $28 with fees through our link. And I don't know what it will be day of. I never know. Do you know what it is day of? Who knows?
We don't even know what we get per ticket
I have no
until
idea.
after that we get settled up, and it's always ridiculously low. No offense, Fiserv Forum and Ticketmaster, but
Yeah.
we're not walking away with We're not Santa Claus in the Flyer
Sure.
Friday.
Well, sure. I know this from running, my little kitchen. You know this from running your business. You know this from running restaurants. That just because you handle lots of money, people assume you have lots of money.
Sure.
Right. And so you buy a $8,000 motorcycle and then you sell it for 10. That's not you don't have 10. You didn't make 10.
Sure.
You made 2. Plus you paid labor to get it painted and fixed, and now you lost 300.
Yeah.
Right. And that's you're chasing that as a business owner.
Yeah. All the time.
We're chasing that constantly as promotional business, as promotional,
promoters.
As promoters.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
But we love it.
Yes.
That's the thing. Every year
The
we were like,
lowest
do we
Franklin.
want to do this again? And every year we're like, let's do it again.
Hell yeah.
But real quick, but why do it again? Because it's the stoke. It's going to Elwoods and seeing other things happen. It's almost like when people look at you in August, in June, and they're like, hey, you know what I think about next year? And because they're just carrying that torch, you're like, I have to keep it going.
Mm-hmm. Like when you sent pictures from Party of the Pen from being at Party at the Pen, the East Coast, the Ohio one, and I was like, oh, man, look at all that cool shit. You get excited.
I know, every single show. Hopefully Japan in April will see fun.
Okay, all right. Well, settle down
Yeah.
there. Settle down, Buckaroo.
February.
Okay, well, I'm concluding, and I'm committing. If I can say this, I'm concluding.
Yes.
I say that a lot, but I am concluding right now. And I want to just highlight a few things. We're here now in Warren Shop, and we are committed to doing this weekly as best that we can. We will make this entertaining, and we have a lot of fun guests that we will have along the way. Is this right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
great.
Well, let's clap it up for the
Get
new
a heater
shop.
down here. Yeah.
We're going to get a heater down here.
There's one.